Welcome to Book Therapy. Have you ever wondered what it takes to unlock the ancient secrets of magic? What if there was a book that could guide you through the process of summoning spirits, binding powerful forces, and gaining unimaginable knowledge? Enter the Sworn Book of Honorius, an elusive and mysterious text shrouded in secrecy, known to only a select few who dare to walk the path of ceremonial magic. This book is packed with forbidden knowledge, offering rituals, divine names, and powerful oaths that can transform an ordinary practitioner into a master of the unseen world. But is this book the key to unlocking the universe's hidden power, or a dangerous guide that leads down a dark path? Today, we're diving deep into the Sworn Book of Honorius with a detailed, chapter-by-chapter summary that will leave you captivated and craving more. So, let's begin our journey through this ancient tome, exploring its profound teachings one chapter at a time. The Prologue. The prologue of the Sworn Book of Honorius opens with an introduction to the work itself, establishing the importance and sacred nature of the text. It sets the tone for what is to follow, warning the practitioner that this is not a light or casual undertaking. The work is presented as a guide for those who seek to gain power through the invocation of spiritual forces, both angelic and demonic. The author, Honorius of Thebes, is presented as a figure of immense knowledge and authority in the field of magical practices, though the exact nature of his identity remains somewhat obscure. Honorius is described as someone who has acquired deep wisdom from the ancient traditions of the Magi, and his writings are to be treated with the utmost respect and caution. The prologue emphasizes that this book is not meant for those who lack discipline or are not fully committed to the path of magic. It is an esoteric text, one that requires serious dedication and the ability to work with forces beyond ordinary human understanding. The practitioner is warned that the knowledge contained within this book is both powerful and dangerous. It is capable of granting extraordinary abilities, but it also carries with it great responsibility. Those who attempt to use its rituals and invocations must be prepared to face the consequences of their actions. The text is presented as a key to unlocking hidden truths, but the practitioner must be prepared for the potential dangers of delving into the unknown realms of magic. In this introduction, Honorius lays the foundation for the rest of the book, explaining that the knowledge contained within it has been passed down through ancient traditions, carefully preserved by those who have dedicated their lives to understanding the workings of the spiritual world. The prologue serves as a reminder that magic is not something to be trifled with. It is a serious endeavor that requires discipline, respect, and an unwavering commitment to the work. Chapter 1. The Sevenfold Oath. The first chapter of the Sworn Book of Honorius introduces the Sevenfold Oath, a crucial set of vows that the practitioner must swear before beginning any magical work. This oath serves as a binding commitment, ensuring that the practitioner approaches the work with the proper mindset and dedication. The Sevenfold Oath is designed to protect both the practitioner and the spiritual forces they seek to work with. It is a promise to uphold certain ethical and spiritual principles, ensuring that the practitioner remains pure and focused throughout the process. The first part of the oath requires the practitioner to swear that they will approach the work with a sincere heart, free from any ill intentions or selfish desires. The practitioner must commit to using the power gained through these rituals only for the greater good, and not for personal gain or harmful purposes. The second part of the oath calls for the practitioner to remain faithful to the teachings of the book, never straying from the path of righteousness and discipline. This vow ensures that the practitioner remains focused on their spiritual development and does not become distracted by the temptations of power or material wealth. The third oath requires the practitioner to promise that they will respect the spirits they summon, treating them with the proper reverence and understanding. The practitioner is reminded that the spirits are not to be seen as mere tools to be used for personal gain, but as powerful beings with their own will and purpose. The fourth part of the oath emphasizes the need for the practitioner to maintain a pure heart and mind, free from negative influences or distractions. The practitioner must be prepared to engage in rigorous self-discipline and purification to ensure that they are in the proper state to work with the spiritual forces. The fifth part of the oath requires the practitioner to swear that they will not reveal the secrets of the magical work to others, except to those who are properly prepared and worthy of such knowledge. This vow ensures that the power of the rituals is kept within the proper hands and does not fall into the wrong hands. The sixth part of the oath is a promise to remain humble, recognizing that the power gained through these rituals is not to be used for pride or arrogance. The practitioner must always remember their place in the greater cosmic order and remain humble in the face of the power they seek to wield. Finally, the seventh part of the oath requires the practitioner to swear that they will continue their spiritual journey with dedication and humility, never ceasing in their efforts to improve themselves and their understanding of the spiritual world. This vow emphasizes the importance of ongoing self-improvement and the pursuit of higher knowledge. It is a reminder that the work of magic is not a one-time endeavor, but a lifelong commitment to growth and enlightenment. Chapter 2. The preparation of the practitioner. In the second chapter, the book provides detailed instructions on how the practitioner must prepare themselves before beginning the magical work. This preparation is essential, as the text stresses that a practitioner who is not properly purified and consecrated will not be able to successfully work with the spirits. The chapter outlines a series of physical, mental, and spiritual purifications that must be undertaken to ensure that the practitioner is in the right state to perform the rituals. The first aspect of preparation is physical purification. The practitioner is advised to maintain a clean and healthy body, as the state of the body is believed to reflect the state of the mind and spirit. The practitioner is instructed to bathe regularly, avoid excess, and maintain a disciplined diet. This physical purification is seen as essential for ensuring that the practitioner is able to channel the spiritual energies required for the work. Next, the practitioner must undergo mental purification. This involves clearing the mind of distractions, negative thoughts, and any lingering attachments to worldly desires. The practitioner is encouraged to engage in meditation and contemplation, focusing on the divine and the spiritual realm. This mental discipline is crucial, as it ensures that the practitioner is able to maintain clarity and focus during the rituals. The final aspect of preparation is spiritual purification. The practitioner must commit to living a consecrated life, one that is in harmony with the divine and free from sinful behavior. The text advises the practitioner to avoid immoral actions, to seek forgiveness for past wrongs, and to strive for spiritual purity. This purification is seen as essential for ensuring that the practitioner is in a state of grace and able to work with the higher spiritual forces without fear of contamination or corruption. The chapter also emphasizes the need for the practitioner to cultivate virtues such as humility, patience, and diligence. These qualities are necessary for ensuring that the practitioner remains grounded and focused on the spiritual work, rather than being distracted by personal desires or ambitions. Chapter 3: The Nature of Spirits. In this chapter, the book delves into the nature of the spirits that the practitioner will be working with. It explains that there are many different types of spirits, each with its own characteristics, abilities, and hierarchy. The practitioner must understand the nature of these spirits in order to properly summon, command, and work with them. The spirits are divided into several categories, including angels, demons, and elemental spirits. Angels are seen as beings of light and purity, aligned with the divine and capable of assisting the practitioner in their spiritual journey. Demons, on the other hand, are considered to be more complex and multifaceted. While they can be dangerous and unpredictable, they also possess great power and knowledge. Elemental spirits are connected to the forces of nature and can be called upon to assist with various magical tasks. The chapter goes on to describe the hierarchy of spirits, explaining that there are higher and lower-ranking beings within each category. The higher-ranking spirits are more powerful and can offer greater assistance, but they are also more difficult to summon and control. The lower-ranking spirits are more easily accessible, but they may be less reliable and harder to control. The practitioner is advised to approach the spirits with caution, understanding their nature and hierarchy in order to summon the appropriate beings for each task. The chapter also discusses the importance of respect and reverence when working with spirits. The practitioner must recognize the inherent power and intelligence of the spirits and treat them accordingly. Failure to do so can result in failure to control the spirits or even harm to the practitioner. Chapter 4: The Names of God. The fourth chapter provides a detailed list of divine names that the practitioner is to use when invoking and controlling spirits. These names are seen as powerful tools that can help the practitioner connect with the divine and command the spirits. The names are divided into different categories, each corresponding to a different aspect of the divine or spiritual realm. The chapter emphasizes that these names are not to be used lightly. They are sacred and must be invoked with the proper respect and reverence. The practitioner is advised to memorize the names and use them only in the appropriate contexts. The names are seen as keys to unlocking the power of the divine, and the practitioner is warned that misuse of these names can lead to dire consequences. The chapter also discusses the importance of understanding the meaning and significance of each name. The practitioner is encouraged to meditate on the names and their corresponding divine attributes, as this will deepen their connection to the spiritual forces they are working with. Each name is believed to carry a specific vibration or energy that can be used to influence the spirits and the physical world. The names are also linked to various aspects of the cosmos, such as the elements, the planets, and the celestial hierarchy. By invoking these names, the practitioner can align themselves with these higher forces and gain access to their power. Chapter 5: The Holy Pentagram and the Circle of Protection. In Chapter 5, the text delves into the creation and use of the Holy Pentagram and the Circle of Protection, both essential tools for any practitioner of the magical arts. These symbols are seen as vital for ensuring the safety and efficacy of the rituals, protecting the practitioner from harmful spirits and maintaining control over the spiritual forces being invoked. The Holy Pentagram, a 5-point star, is introduced as a symbol of divine power and protection. Each point of the pentagram corresponds to an element or a divine principle, and it is believed that drawing the pentagram properly can create a protective barrier that wards off malevolent forces. The practitioner is instructed on how to inscribe the pentagram, with precise rituals to ensure that the pentagram holds the proper power and significance. The pentagram is also used in many invocations, serving as a focal point for the energy being directed during the ritual. The circle of protection is another crucial element in the practitioner's magical work. This circle is drawn around the practitioner and the space where the ritual is being conducted, creating a sacred boundary that keeps out harmful entities and ensures that only the desired spirits can enter. The circle is considered to be a representation of the divine order, and it is believed that it holds immense power to protect the practitioner from spiritual attack or interference. The chapter provides instructions on how to properly create and consecrate the circle, as well as how to maintain its integrity during the ritual. Together, the pentagram and the circle form a powerful defense system, ensuring that the practitioner can work with spirits in a controlled and safe environment. These tools are not only protective but are also seen as necessary for the successful completion of many rituals. Without them, the practitioner risks exposure to dangerous forces and a lack of control over the proceedings. Chapter 6: The Conjurations and Invocations. In Chapter 6, the book provides a detailed guide to the conjurations and invocations that the practitioner will need to perform in order to summon spirits. These invocations are considered the core of the magical work, as they serve to establish contact with the spiritual realm and bring the desired entities into the practitioner's presence. The chapter outlines a variety of conjurations, each suited for different types of spirits, angels, demons, or elemental forces. The first section of the chapter focuses on the general principles of invocations. The practitioner is instructed on the importance of clear intention, concentration, and respect when performing the conjurations. The invocation must be performed with full sincerity and focus, as any distraction or lack of commitment can result in failure or, worse, unintended consequences. The practitioner is also reminded to invoke the names of God and the divine powers, as these are seen as necessary for ensuring that the ritual remains within the bounds of divine law and protection. The chapter then provides specific examples of conjurations for various types of spirits. For example, there are invocations for summoning angels, which involve calling upon divine names and specific angelic hierarchies. These invocations are meant to draw down the power and presence of the angels, requesting their assistance in the magical work. Similarly, the chapter includes invocations for summoning demons, with detailed instructions on how to bind and control these more unpredictable and potentially dangerous spirits. The invocations for demons require a greater level of caution and preparation, as demons are believed to be more resistant to control and can be hostile if not properly respected. Elemental spirits are also addressed in this chapter, with invocations that focus on the natural forces of earth, air, fire, and water. These spirits are seen as intermediaries between the physical and spiritual realms, and the practitioner is instructed on how to call upon them for various purposes, such as gaining knowledge, strength, or influence over natural events. The chapter concludes with a reminder of the importance of the practitioner's mindset during the invocations. It is essential that the practitioner maintain control and focus throughout the process, as any lapse in concentration can result in the loss of the spirit's cooperation or even danger to the practitioner. Chapter 7: The process of binding and commanding spirits. Once the spirits have been summoned, the practitioner must be able to bind and command them. Chapter 7 focuses on the techniques and rituals involved in controlling the spirits once they have been called into the circle. The process of binding is crucial, as it ensures that the spirits do not escape or turn hostile once they have been summoned. The chapter begins by discussing the importance of maintaining control over the spirit throughout the ritual. The practitioner is reminded that spirits are not to be treated as mere servants, they are powerful beings that must be respected and understood. However, the practitioner must also be firm and resolute in their commands, ensuring that the spirit remains obedient to the instructions given. The binding process is explained in detail, with specific rituals and symbols that must be used to ensure that the spirit is held within the circle and cannot escape. These rituals often involve the use of sacred tools such as the magical sword, the pentagram, and the circle of protection. The practitioner is instructed on how to use these tools to maintain control over the spirit, creating a sense of order and structure that prevents the spirit from acting outside of the practitioner's will. Once the spirit is bound, the practitioner must then command it to perform the task at hand. This could range from gaining knowledge or insight to performing a specific task in the physical world. The practitioner is instructed on how to issue clear and direct commands, using the names of God and other divine symbols to reinforce their authority. The spirit is reminded that it must obey the practitioner's will, as long as the practitioner remains true to the ethical principles outlined in the oaths. The chapter concludes with a reminder that the binding and commanding of spirits is not a task to be taken lightly. The practitioner must always be vigilant and cautious, ensuring that the spirits are treated with respect and that the rituals are performed with the proper care and attention. Chapter 8: The making of the magical sword. In Chapter 8, the text shifts focus to the creation of the magical sword, an essential tool for the practitioner's work. The sword is seen as a symbol of power and authority, and it is believed to be necessary for the successful performance of many magical rituals. The chapter provides instructions on how to craft the sword, including the materials to be used and the proper rituals to consecrate it. The magical sword is more than just a physical weapon, it is a tool imbued with spiritual significance. The practitioner is instructed to forge the sword with great care, ensuring that it is crafted with purity and intention. The sword is then consecrated through a series of rituals, during which the practitioner calls upon divine forces to imbue the sword with power. The sword is believed to be a conduit for the practitioner's will, allowing them to command spirits and influence the spiritual realm. The chapter also discusses the uses of the magical sword in the practitioner's work. It is used to draw symbols, create protective boundaries, and issue commands to spirits. The sword is a tool of both protection and power, and the practitioner is advised to keep it close at hand during rituals. Chapter 9: The Invocation of the Angelic Hierarchy. In Chapter 9, the focus shifts to the invocation of the angelic hierarchy. Angels are considered divine messengers and servants of the highest order, and their assistance is often sought in magical workings. The chapter provides detailed instructions on how to summon angels, beginning with an understanding of their role in the cosmic order. Angels are seen as beings of light, aligned with divine will, and their purpose is to guide, protect, and assist those who seek their help in righteous endeavors. The chapter outlines the different levels of the angelic hierarchy, with higher-ranking angels being more powerful and difficult to summon. The practitioner is advised to approach the angels with reverence and respect, as they are messengers of the divine and not to be treated as mere servants. The process of summoning angels involves invoking their names, reciting prayers and invocations, and preparing the ritual space with sacred symbols and offerings. The practitioner is reminded that angels can be called upon for guidance, protection, and divine insight, but their assistance must be sought with purity of heart and intention. The chapter also provides specific examples of angelic invocations, each designed to summon different types of angels for different purposes. For instance, there are invocations for summoning guardian angels, who are believed to offer protection and guidance to the practitioner. There are also invocations for summoning archangels, who possess greater power and are often called upon for more significant tasks. Each invocation is carefully crafted to align the practitioner with the angelic realm, ensuring that the ritual is conducted with the proper respect and focus. The practitioner is also cautioned about the importance of maintaining control during the invocation. While angels are considered benevolent beings, they are still powerful and must be treated with the utmost care. The practitioner must be prepared to receive their guidance and be open to the divine messages they bring. However, the practitioner must also maintain control over the ritual, ensuring that the angels do not stray from their intended purpose. Chapter 10: The Invocation of the Demonic Hierarchy. Chapter 10 takes a darker turn, as it addresses the invocation of the demonic hierarchy. Demons are considered to be powerful and often dangerous spirits, but they also possess great knowledge and influence. The chapter begins by explaining the nature of demons, emphasizing that while they are often seen as malevolent, they are not inherently evil. Rather, demons are considered to be complex beings, with their own motivations, desires, and roles in the spiritual order. The practitioner is cautioned that working with demons is not to be taken lightly. Demons are seen as rebellious beings, often aligned with forces of chaos and destruction. They can be unpredictable and difficult to control, which is why the practitioner must approach them with great care and preparation. The chapter provides detailed instructions on how to summon demons, including the proper rituals, tools, and invocations required to successfully call upon these spirits. The invocation of demons is a more intricate process than that of angels, as demons are often more resistant to control and may attempt to deceive or mislead the practitioner. The practitioner is instructed on how to bind the demons, ensuring that they remain obedient to the commands given. This process involves using sacred tools such as the pentagram, the magical sword, and the circle of protection, as well as reciting specific invocations and prayers that assert the practitioner's authority over the demon. The chapter also provides guidance on how to make pacts with demons, if the practitioner so desires. These pacts are seen as agreements between the practitioner and the demon, in which the demon agrees to provide assistance in exchange for a specific offering or service. The practitioner is reminded that these pacts must be made with caution, as demons are known to be cunning and may attempt to deceive the practitioner in order to gain more power or influence. Despite the potential dangers, demons are believed to offer unique insights and abilities, and many practitioners seek their help in matters of personal power, knowledge, or influence. However, the chapter stresses that working with demons requires a strong will, as well as a clear understanding of the risks involved. The practitioner must always maintain control over the ritual and ensure that the demon does not gain the upper hand. Chapter 11: The Mysteries of the Unseen World. Chapter 11 delves into the deeper mysteries of the unseen world, exploring the hidden forces that govern the spiritual and material realms. This chapter emphasizes the idea that there are layers of reality that lie beyond ordinary perception, and that the practitioner can access these hidden realms through magical practices. The unseen world is described as a vast and mysterious domain, populated by spirits, energies, and forces that are not immediately visible to the human eye. The chapter explores the idea that the material world is only one aspect of reality, and that there are other planes of existence that can be accessed through spiritual practices. These planes are populated by various entities, including angels, demons, and elemental spirits, as well as more abstract forces such as the energies of the elements, the planets, and the cosmos itself. The practitioner is encouraged to develop their ability to perceive these hidden realms, using tools such as meditation, scrying, and ritual magic to gain access to the unseen world. The chapter also discusses the nature of spiritual transformation, emphasizing that the practitioner's journey is not just about gaining power or knowledge, but also about transcending the limitations of the material world. The practitioner is encouraged to seek enlightenment and spiritual awakening, using magic as a tool for self-transformation and growth. This process involves not only working with spirits and forces, but also cultivating inner wisdom, clarity, and purity of heart. The unseen world is described as a place of both wonder and danger, where powerful forces can be accessed, but where there is also the potential for harm if the practitioner is not properly prepared. The chapter provides guidance on how to navigate these realms, offering insights into the nature of the forces at play and how to interact with them safely and effectively. Chapter 12: The Rituals of Power. In Chapter 12, the focus shifts to the rituals of power, which are designed to help the practitioner gain influence over both the spiritual and material realms. These rituals are seen as a way to harness the forces of the universe and direct them toward the practitioner's goals. The chapter provides a variety of rituals, each tailored to a specific purpose, such as gaining wealth, knowledge, or personal power. The rituals are often complex and require careful preparation, including the use of sacred tools, invocations, and protective symbols. The practitioner is instructed on how to create the proper ritual space, prepare the necessary offerings, and perform the rituals with precision and focus. The chapter emphasizes the importance of clear intention, as the practitioner must be specific about what they seek to achieve through the ritual. The rituals of power are not just about gaining material wealth or influence, but also about developing spiritual mastery. The practitioner is encouraged to use these rituals as a means of deepening their understanding of the spiritual realm and refining their magical abilities. The chapter stresses that the pursuit of power must be balanced with humility and wisdom, as the practitioner must remain aware of the potential dangers of seeking too much power or control. The chapter concludes with a reminder that the rituals of power are not a shortcut to success, but rather a tool for those who are dedicated to their spiritual and magical development. The practitioner must approach these rituals with respect, discipline, and an unwavering commitment to the work. Chapter 13: The Secret Knowledge of the Wise. Chapter 13 focuses on the secret knowledge that the practitioner must acquire in order to gain mastery over the magical arts. This knowledge is seen as essential for unlocking the true potential of the practitioner, allowing them to wield power and influence in the spiritual and material worlds. The chapter begins by emphasizing the importance of wisdom and discernment in the pursuit of magical knowledge. The practitioner is reminded that knowledge alone is not enough, it must be combined with the right mindset, purity of heart, and spiritual discipline. The chapter delves into the nature of secret knowledge, describing it as a hidden wisdom that has been passed down through the ages by the wise and enlightened. This knowledge is said to be guarded by the most powerful and secretive of spiritual beings, and it can only be accessed by those who are prepared and worthy. The practitioner is encouraged to seek this knowledge through dedicated study, meditation, and direct experience with the spiritual realms. The secret knowledge is presented as a series of esoteric teachings, many of which are encoded in symbols, rituals, and sacred texts. The practitioner is instructed on how to decipher these symbols and uncover the hidden meanings behind them. The chapter also provides insights into the nature of the universe, the forces that govern it, and the deeper truths that can be revealed through magical practices. The chapter emphasizes that this knowledge is not just for personal gain, but is a tool for spiritual enlightenment and growth. The practitioner is urged to use the wisdom they acquire to better understand the divine order and to align themselves with higher spiritual principles. The pursuit of secret knowledge is seen as a lifelong journey, one that requires patience, discipline, and a willingness to confront the unknown. Chapter 14: The Role of the Magician in the Cosmic Order. In Chapter 14, the book explores the role of the magician within the greater cosmic order. The magician is seen as a mediator between the spiritual and material worlds, tasked with maintaining balance and harmony between these realms. The practitioner is reminded that their work is not merely about personal power or influence, but is part of a greater spiritual purpose. The chapter begins by discussing the magician's relationship with the divine, emphasizing that the magician is a servant of higher spiritual forces and must always act in accordance with divine will. The magician's power is not their own, it is a gift from the divine, and it is their responsibility to use this power wisely and for the greater good. The practitioner is encouraged to view their magical work as a means of serving the divine order, helping to bring about positive change in the world and contributing to the spiritual evolution of humanity. The magician is also described as a healer, someone who can bring balance and harmony to the forces of the universe. The practitioner is instructed on how to use their magical abilities to heal the spiritual and material ailments of others, as well as how to restore order to chaotic situations. This aspect of the magician's role is seen as one of great responsibility, as the magician must be careful not to upset the delicate balance of the cosmic forces. The chapter concludes with a reminder that the magician is part of a greater spiritual community, and that their work is not done in isolation. The practitioner is encouraged to seek guidance from higher spiritual beings, such as angels and wise sages, and to share their knowledge with others who are on the same path. The magician's journey is one of constant learning and growth, and they are urged to remain humble and open to the guidance of the divine. Chapter 15: The Final Ascension and Transformation. The final chapter of the Sworn Book of Honorius addresses the ultimate goal of the practitioner's magical journey, ascension and transformation. This chapter emphasizes that the purpose of all magical work is not merely to gain power or influence, but to achieve spiritual enlightenment and union with the divine. The practitioner is reminded that the pursuit of magic is a path of self-transformation, one that requires dedication, discipline, and a willingness to transcend the ego. The chapter begins by describing the process of ascension, which is the spiritual elevation of the practitioner to higher states of consciousness. This process involves shedding the limitations of the material world and moving beyond the constraints of the physical body. The practitioner is instructed on how to achieve this ascension through meditation, ritual, and inner work, gradually raising their consciousness to higher levels. Transformation is presented as a necessary part of the journey. The practitioner must undergo a profound change in order to align themselves with the divine and achieve true mastery over the spiritual forces. This transformation involves purifying the self, confronting inner darkness, and transcending the ego. The practitioner is encouraged to embrace this process of transformation, as it is the key to unlocking their full potential as a magician and spiritual being. The chapter also discusses the concept of divine union, which is the ultimate goal of the magician's journey. Divine union refers to the merging of the practitioner's soul with the divine, a state of enlightenment in which the practitioner is fully aligned with the cosmic order. This union is seen as the ultimate source of power and wisdom, and it is the culmination of all the work and effort put into the magical path. The final section of the chapter emphasizes that the journey of ascension and transformation is not an easy one. It requires constant effort, self-discipline, and a willingness to face the deepest aspects of the self. However, the rewards are immense, as the practitioner is granted access to divine knowledge, power, and enlightenment. The chapter concludes with a reminder that the path is long and arduous, but for those who are dedicated and true to their purpose, the rewards are beyond measure. In conclusion, the Sworn Book of Honorius is a profound and intricate guide to the practice of ceremonial magic, offering valuable insights into the realms of spirit invocation, divine power, and personal transformation. From the sacred oaths and preparations to the ultimate goal of spiritual ascension, the text provides a comprehensive framework for practitioners seeking to align themselves with higher spiritual forces. Whether you're drawn to the mysteries of the unseen world or the discipline of magical work, this ancient book offers a path of both power and enlightenment. For a deeper dive into the world of esoteric knowledge, don't forget to subscribe to Book Therapy, where we explore these rare and fascinating texts in greater detail.